ate it last night when you were asleep.
I'm very, very sorry, Rachel. I ate all your Halloween candy. How much was it? Oh, do you still love me?
Sam ate all the candy.
What?
I don't like
that bit
at
at all. I
all.
really don't like that bit.
That's Jimmy Kimmel's annual skit about kids getting upset when their parents lie and tell them they ate all of their coveted Halloween candy. This year's post-Halloween skit will probably have even more tears and fits.
Our next guest says parents need to get ready now as this week kicks off Halloween and ends with customers lining up at Apple stores for the new iPhone 10. Dr. Michael Wetter, clinical psychologist and author of the book titled Earn It, What to Do When Your Kid Needs an Entitlement Intervention. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You know what? I actually was having this discussion with a parent friend of mine yesterday that said maybe it was easier for my parents who couldn't give us anything. They just didn't have the money. They were like, tough, we can't give you anything.
Yeah.
But this whole idea of entitlement, it's a real thing.
And it actually doesn't have very much to do with wealth or money. You know, entitlement, I look at it as more of a function of attitude than it is about affluence. And really sort of the absence of gratitude and the sort of the inability as we get older to look sort of beyond our own needs and outwards.
And you were saying your daughter's fourth birthday was a wake-up call about parent expectation and not the child.
Well, you know, when my daughter's fourth birthday cost more than my wedding.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. It's trust me, we had the horse and carriage and we had the balloon artist.
But then, is it fair to say, but then you're to blame?
Oh, I am totally to blame. 100%. I mean, she loved it, but she could barely remember it.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And it wasn't, you go up to your child, say, would you like to have a horse and buggy? She goes, yeah. You're like, it's more about demonstrating this is how much I love my daughter and this is about how much I want her to be happy. But the point is what am I actually doing? What lesson am I teaching her? And the fact is she could be happy no matter what we do. This is less about her and more about me as a parent trying to be demonstrative of love.
So with these extravagant, parties, sometimes vacations, I mean, it really, I would imagine, ends up sending the wrong message to your kid. And then if a parent is guilty of doing that, when is the age where you feel like, oh no, it's too late. I can't roll back. Look what I've started.
Oh no, Mom, not coach.
Right? Age 2. No, the fact of the matter is there's no age where it's too late, but it's always harder when it gets later. Okay? When is it easier to learn to play the piano? When you're 7 versus 47, 37, so forth. I think it's really about learning what we do and really recognizing that it's not about making our children happy all the time, okay? It's okay to say no. It's okay to let them sit with disappointment and feeling frustrated. Why? Because life gets frustrating. Life is filled with disappointments. And if we try to make them happy all the time, what are we really teaching them down the line?
Good point. Is there a difference in how entitlement is expressed between boys and girls?
It's interesting. I think entitlement goes across the spectrum regardless of gender, sex, and in many ways it may be expressed differently. So boys may at times be more sort of assertive and aggressive in the way expressed. Girls may be more indirect. But you know what? It can come about in any way and manifest in any form.
Okay, when I grew up, we had one family friend who lived in Beverly Hills, and they had a pool, and that was like the biggest thing ever. And now, and maybe it's just the way the economy's changed, I feel that my kids know 3 or 4 families that are unbelievably, surrealistically affluent. And that changes it all.
I mean, you go into somebody's house and their house now is more like a castle, okay? Where it's not just we have a TV, now we have our own screening room, and, my daughter comes home, my daughter Leah, she'll come and go, Daddy, my friend has, a movie theater in their house, wouldn't it be cool, because you love movies, wouldn't it be cool if we had a movie theater? And I said, yes, it would be very cool, but, and I bring it back, but I'm really happy that we have the TV that we have, and that we have all the movies that we have, and that we can enjoy it here in our home.
It can start today, Doctor. You're saying,
it can start.
It's not too late.
It can start any day. Any day.
All right. Once again, the book is titled Earn It, What to Do When Your Kid Needs an Entitlement Intervention. To learn about clinical psychologist Dr. Michael Wetter, you can check out his website. Thanks for being here.
I have a copy for you, too.
Like you said, it's never too early.
Never too early, never too late.
All right.